On December 16, Microsoft and Amazon announced a combined investment of over $50 billion in India over the next few years. This fortune from the sky, can India catch it? The Indian government, of course, warmly welcomes this massive investment, calling it a vote of confidence in India's digital future. But interestingly, there have been intense, even negative, sentiment in both Indian domestic and the American public opinion field. First, from the perspective of discussions in Indian media and society, the main opposing voices within India are focused on two areas. First, there is concern that the local economy will be crushed. A large number of Indian retail associations and local chambers of commerce have publicly warned. Super platforms like Amazon may further squeeze small businesses and offline retail. Some argue that in India, a small grocery store often supports a family. When platforms change market rules with subsidies, algorithms, and scale advantages, many small shop-owning families may lose their livelihoods. Second, Indian media and netizens are calling for India to attach great importance to data sovereignty. The Times of India bluntly stated, even if Microsoft and Amazon's data centers are built in India, those algorithms, standards, and core control rights remain with American companies. And on Indian social media, a more intense term has emerged, that is digital colonialism. Indian netizens compare the deep involvement of many foreign-funded platforms to a new form of colonialism. In their view, in the past, colonizers controlled land and ports. Now, colonizers control data, computing power, and platform rules. Next, let's turn to the American media and public opinion field. They have shown almost completely opposite anger. On social media, many American netizens have passionately questioned, why invest billions in India instead of the US itself? Why send jobs to India? The Washington Post has raised more macro-level questions and publicly questioned whether the frantic investment of giants like Amazon and Microsoft in high-end data centers is sustainable. Will it lead to issues like speculation, energy, environmental, and regulatory gaps? The Wall Street Journal has also stepped forward, pointing out that although these investments have geopolitical implications, the potential issues such as private company and government relations are worth noting. Then, why are the two companies still firmly betting on India despite the negative public sentiment? The reason is simple: India is the world's last super-large incremental market. First, India has the largest population and a young age structure. Second, India's digitalization has just taken off, and the Indian government is strongly promoting AI and cloud services. In other words, for Microsoft and Amazon, competing in the European and American markets is about stock, while competing in India is about the future. Looking back, let's talk about it again. Can India handle this $50 billion fortune from the sky? I believe this is not simply a good news or a bad news. It is the beginning of a long-term game. First, the technology brought by foreign capital is advancing too rapidly, but India's current social foundation simply cannot keep up. It's like directly handing a sports car to someone who has just learned to walk. The car is a good car, but there are no roads for it to run on. India's industrial base in many places is weak. Advanced AI and cloud technologies are difficult to implement quickly. Second, national sovereignty must not be left to global capital to decide. Now, key facilities such as data centers are increasingly dependent on large platforms. This time, who sets the rules is much more important than who invests more money. If the rules are all set by foreign-funded companies like Microsoft and Amazon, India's own national interests are easily ignored. Third, the beneficiaries of global capital are often urban elites and the technical class, while the ones under pressure are the broad masses of people such as small businesses and low-skilled workers. If India can establish stable rules on data, competition, and local employment, this fortune from the sky may be an opportunity. Otherwise, the risks will concentrate and break out after a few years. Finally, I want to say that this is actually a warning to all developing countries. In the AI and cloud era, capital enters too quickly, while the loss of sovereignty is often silent. What do you think about this investment of over $50 billion? Do you think this is an opportunity for India's national destiny, or a beautifully packaged digital gamble? Welcome to discuss in the comments.